Saturday's audience, will you please welcome David Tennant and Catherine Tate.
Doctor Who, hey! Doctor Who, Doctor Who, hey! The TARDIS, Doctor Who, hey! Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who.
Skinny man, hello David, you look marvellous. Someone in. David Tennant, Catherine Tate, gentlemen. It's the new Who and the new lady. Oh, how lovely to have you here.
It's lovely to be here.
Wow, that series looks pretty good that's coming up, the Doctor Who series. That's looking pretty good. Have you finished filming them all?
Yeah. Yes.
So how many are there?
13.
13, so that's a good run. Thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
And now, are you together in all of them, or are there surprises where you go walkie or you wanted a week off?
We are always together, aren't we?
Yeah.
Excellent, that's what I think.
We're both in all of them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's wrong what I said. We're not always together.
Yeah, we're not always together, but we are, you know, we're both there.
Now, what is wrong with the Doctor Who? That he always has to have an assistant. Does he not enjoy his own company? Can he not relax? He gets rid of one, he grabs another one. He gets rid of her, he grabs another one. The poor girls don't know whether they're coming or going. The Doctor, what's wrong with him?
He keeps moving, he's like a shark.
He can't stop.
Gotta keep swimming.
Will there ever be a series without an assistant? I'm glad there is, and we should talk about your contribution, but will there ever be one, or do you think that would not happen?
There's one story in... Actually, there's a couple of stories where we get fairly fundamentally separated, so you get a taste of that.
Yeah, and he doesn't like it.
Well, you know...
Well, it's all about...
It's all about...
companionship as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because, you know, he is... How old is he? 904?
904, yeah.
He's old.
So, he's been around a long time, hasn't he?
So it's kind of like Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones. He needs someone to look after his needs. Is there? Normally, there's a sort of sexual tension. Now, the way your characters came together in that Christmas special, when I first saw you, there wasn't. It was a kind of a different sort of thing. Does that develop? Does she get a little craving for the good doctor?
No.
No. She gets a craving for a couple of other people.
Yeah.
So she's a Larry lass.
She is Larry, but the thing is, it's what I've always said about Donna, and I'm quite pleased someone's been able to do it, is she gets that he's an alien.
Right.
She knows he's got two hearts. Don't want to know what he's doubled up on anywhere else.
Why would she? She's a sensible girl.
You know what I mean?
That's quite right.
You know, he is an alien. He's a great-looking alien.
God bless you.
But he is an alien. And no one...
He's all right looking, but he's a bit skinny. You know what I'm saying? I look at you sometimes and I think, yeah, I like the look of you now, but I'd hate to see you naked. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, David? I mean, it's not going to happen, I know. But I know, you know...
Play your cards right, Jonathan. The night's young.
OK, what do we have to look forward to in this series? What's coming up? What are the best episodes? I know they'll all be good, but, you know, which are the ones that really got you excited? Which are the storylines that you loved?
Oh. So many to choose from.
So many to choose from. I particularly like the Ood.
The Ood. The ones that look like it's like a sort of explosion in a spaghetti factory. They've got a weird look about them.
Yeah, they're sort of slightly squid-like, I
OK,
guess,
so they're back. And they were on some mining planet, weren't they? Is that right?
They were. We saw them on Sanctuary Base 6.
OK.
Yeah, they were sort of the servants of the humans. But this time, we go back to their home planet. We go to the planet of the Ood.
Oodville.
Oodville. Yeah, the Ood sphere. Yes.
And how much of a fan were you before you joined in? Because you mentioned the Ood there as if you were a long-time fan and you knew about the Ood. I get the feeling that maybe you weren't someone who grew up watching Doctor Who like we did.
And there's no point in lying about it, is there? It's going, oh, I loved it when he was with that alien thing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't watch it when I was little.
What were you doing when you were little, when Doctor Who was on?
I was watching Basil Brush, to be honest.
No, Basil Brush was on before.
Oh,
yeah,
well, then
you could easily have watched both. I did.
You just weren't into fantasy.
I wasn't. I didn't. When, you know, honestly, when Russell took over writing it and David started doing it, I did start watching them, but I didn't even know that he had more than one alien enemy. I thought it was always the Daleks.
It was the Daleks every week.
That's pathetic.
So I was thinking that's quite boring.
But now you've had your eyes open to a whole other world of aliens. And how is it for you acting with the aliens?
Well, what's great about the Ood are they're actually there in front of you, aren't you? Because often you're acting against.
Well, I saw the clip there with a big hornet or bee or something.
Exactly.
Yes.
And obviously that's not going to be in the room.
He wasn't in the room. That was a stick with a green ball on the end.
Yeah, that's not as much fun. But these are actual, and are they robotic figures? They are people acting. What is it?
Well, they are, as it turns out.
Yeah.
You know, some Tarans
Now, which ones are they? They're the ones with the big round heads.
They've got round
Round
heads,
heads.
and underneath the helmets, the heads are the same
Yes,
shape.
yes,
And they're
yes.
quite little.
They are little.
Yeah.
And we did an episode. An episode takes about 3 weeks. 2 weeks in, I realised there's someone in it. It really freaked
but
me
this
out.
thing had been walking around acting with you.
Yeah, but
10 of them. 10 of them had been walking around acting with him.
But I thought they ran on electricity. I did.
So little
and then
robots.
they take their helmet off and Bob pops out. I nearly died. I did, but I was quite freaked out by it, wasn't I? And I think I was quite rude about it as well. It was like...
Yeah, she'd been standing in the middle and go, oh, they're all so little, aren't they? Look at them. God bless them. Yeah. We are, thanks very much, Catherine, for your kind attention.
I was like, you know, there's people in there, don't you?
So you were quite naive as to the ways of how they make these shows.
I was.
OK. Now, please tell me they're not bringing those stupid Sidemen back with the flared trousers. Please, God.
What do you mean the flared trousers?
You know that we want the old Sidemen, the thin Sidemen with reedy arms who are a bit scary, not these new ones with flares who look like they're going to join the village people. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly
They do
what I'm
not
talking
have
about.
flares.
Just because you're the carrier of the torch of Doctor Who, come on, loosen up and tell me the
They're
truth. You
beautiful
hated them as much as we
Art Deco
did.
redesign of a
They look-
70 class.
They're like
And it's
gay
like-
Sidemen go to heaven on a Saturday night.
It's not a flare, it's a bootleg.
It's a cowboy bootleg.
There's a lot of important technology in that shin.
Where does Doctor Who and his lovely assistant travel to this time? In time and in place? Where do we find you? We know you go to the planet Ood.
We go
Yeah.
to the 20s.
We go to the 1920s.
Oh, that must be great fun to play
Yeah.
in the 20s. I used to love it in Star Trek when they occasionally went to Earth and they would go to the gangster period. So
Yeah,
you guys in
yeah,
the 50s
Yeah,
must be great.
that was great.
Yeah.
And that was the first episode we filmed as well. And it was in the summer and it was all
How nice.
flapper
Yeah.
and... Yeah, it was good.
And where was the worst filming experience for you? When was it not so much fun?
We went to a cage where your nose got black.
Yeah, we did go to some caves.
Not a cage, a cave. That's right.
Yeah, not a cage.
And was that because they had fake
Bang.
smoke? And,
Yeah.
Was that fake smoke and stuff they were blowing in there?
I don't know what it
that
was. They mined something.
Yeah. Oh, so it was
nasty.
an actual...
It was, yeah.
Was this
yeah.
in Wales? It was probably coal.
It was just outside Wales, actually.
It would be
Yeah.
coal they mine in. Coal mine. It used to
No,
be a big
it
industry.
wasn't coal. It was something else. It was some. What was it?
Tin?
No,
Gold?
something
Charcoal.
odd. Something you don't imagine they mine, like
Fish.
cotton. I can't remember what it was. It was.
Raspberries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
OK. Now, I am delighted you're in it. I loved your guest appearance.
Oh, thank you.
But you only were going to do the one initially.
Yeah,
That
I was,
wasn't
yeah.
part of some grand plan, was it?
It absolutely wasn't.
So when was the turning point? When did you decide you'd do more? And when did they come and ask you?
I knew about a year ago, I suppose. And but if you see the series now, you wouldn't know, and you'd seen the kind of the Christmas episode, I don't know, you wouldn't know that it wasn't all planned, would you? Because he's so brilliant, Russell. He's literally just
Woven it all in.
in completely.
Yeah. And back reference all sorts of things that
Yeah.
he didn't know he was going to use later. And now they're all part of. Because Donna's story unfolds slowly, doesn't it,
Yes.
over the 13 weeks?
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to finding out more about that because
Yeah.
but initially she was kind of very wary of him and very reluctant to be with him. So presumably
Yeah.
they've introduced something in the character that makes her change her mind. She wants to travel
Yeah,
with
she's
him.
had to do a complete 360-degree turn, hasn't she? Because the last time we saw her, he said, "Come with me," and I went,
you
"No,
did.
I'm all right," because I thought, I'm done now, you know what I mean? And now I'm having to go.
And so what changed her mind?
Well, the way Russell said it to me was, it was like as if it had been someone you met and you had a great night with, and they said, "Can I see you again?" And she went, "No, I think you're all right." And then she realised